There are people out there who are looking for any reason to take your freedoms away, and we're going to look at 2 examples that demonstrates just that. What you're about to see are not 2 Onion news spoofs. Here's the first one.
Brent and Jen, Yukon police say after investigating the incident surrounding that video, 2 male students are now facing charges. But the NAACP chapter here at Yukon says it's still on high alert.
Now, high alert is language that's usually reserved for the likelihood of being physically attacked, but that's not what they mean here.
This video has gone viral, but for all the wrong reasons. It shows 3 men walking through the parking lot of the Charter Oak Apartments yelling the N-word. Yukon police announcing tonight the arrest of 2 male students as a result. 21-year-old Jared Corral and 21-year-old Ryan Mukash, both scheduled to appear in Rockville Superior Court next Wednesday.
Imagine that, arrested and caged for saying words that people don't like. That's what this is about. There was no crime committed and there were no victims. But because we live in a world that now views the uttering of a word on the same level as the physical act of harming someone bodily, people are being jailed for expressing their views.
Police say a 3rd male seen in the video did not participate. Yukon's NAACP chapter says they won't stand for such behavior. The chapter held a town hall on campus Monday night, focusing on a list of demands they want to see from the university.
We want to see more diversity amongst the faculty. We want to see the university answer incidents of racism with more promptness.
Although arrests have been made, students say if the university does not take further action, their silence will create a culture in which racism is tolerated.
It's good because it sets an example for everyone on the Yukon campus that there are repercussions for your actions and that actions need to be taken in order to show that there's change being made.
Tonight's town hall just one of many measures students are taking after the video surfaced. Just hours before, hundreds rallied on campus, marching to oppose racism in all forms. New Yukon President Thomas Katsouleas taking the bullhorn.
If you're not for equality and respect, then I'm not for you.
Says the guy who doesn't respect people's right to freedom of speech.
I didn't think it was going to happen so fast, and I think that the gathering today did help. I don't think there was a sense of urgency before.
I also would just like to see more care from the whole entire student body.
And President Katsouleas releasing a statement just a short time ago saying it is supportive of our core values to pursue accountability through due process for an assault on our community. That's
the thing. There was no physical attack and there was no assault. But that's exactly how they're treating this.
Has caused considerable harm.
There's another BS statement for you. No harm was committed. Did this guy's parents ever teach him, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me? I personally think it's stupid and out of line for somebody to call another person by a name they don't like. But to throw them into a cage and take away their freedoms because they express how they feel and it hurts somebody's feelings? By setting a precedent like this, imagine how much faster you'll be able to fill up the prison system.
I'm grateful for the university's collective effort in responding to this incident, especially the hard work of the Yukon Police Department, which has been investigating the case since it was reported.
Police spending their time and resources on this while real criminals go free is a joke. Now here's another unbelievable story. Listen to how they talk about this guy whose only crime is exercising his right to keep and bear arms. Again, guys, this is not an Onion spoof news article.
Breaking tonight, a major scare in a small town in Maryland. Street blocks are shut down by police.
Oh my God, a major scare? Streets blocked and are shut down by police? What happened? Are there multiple gunmen in the streets mowing down everybody they see? Is there a bomb threat? What could it be that's causing this kind of panic and such a call for police action?
All in the search for a man with a big stockpile of weapons.
Wait, what? That's it? A guy reportedly has a large collection of weapons? That's the emergency? That's the major scare? That's the reason for the warrant and the blocking off of these streets? Is this a joke?
And tonight, ABC 7 News has learned that through sources that the man who remains on the loose in this case is a so-called doomsdayer. Now, this all unfolded tonight in the town of Sharpsburg. That's where our Tom Rousey's live now with the late-breaking details. Tom.
Man on the loose. They're talking about this guy like he's a fugitive from justice, like he committed a crime that warrants this kind of press.
And as you said, Leon, a source telling us this man is what's known as a doomsday prepper, somebody who wants to be prepared should society deteriorate. He's still out there at this hour. Police have not been able to talk to him.
Oh my God. How horrible. A person in society who's preparing himself against future cataclysm. That's it, guys. He's a prepper. And they're talking about him like he's Charles Manson's evil twin.
Things have calmed down here. We're in a rural area of Washington County, just a few miles from the West Virginia state line. But Mills Road right there was shut down for hours today as a huge law enforcement presence came out to try to find this man and execute a warrant.
Things have calmed down from what? Huge police presence for what? Executing a warrant for what? This is nonsense.
Totally shocking.
Residents along rural Wells Road are not used to having their streets shut down for hours by SWAT teams.
This is pretty unusual for this neighborhood, for any neighborhood, I'm sure.
Maryland State Police say they were serving a warrant on a man who lives on this property. They had gotten a tip that he owns guns illegally.
They entered the home but did not find the individual.
Police say they did seize some guns, and if they determine the man owned them, he will face charges.
Facing charges for owning guns in the so-called land of the free that has a Second Amendment. What?
One neighbor tells us the man is known for not liking the government.
Oh no! The guy doesn't like the entity that steals people's stuff, cages people for no reason, starts wars, debases our currency, breaks its promises, and tramples the Constitution. What a horrible, horrible person to not like the gang of thieves and murderers called government.
But every neighbor we talk to who knows him says he's a very nice guy.
He's a super great guy. He would do anything in the world for his neighbors. I'm very sorry to see this situation. I hope he's okay, and I hope his family's going to be okay through this.
A source tells ABC7 the man is what's called a doomsday prepper who wanted to be ready to defend himself.
Yeah, he wanted to look after himself and his family in the event of a disaster of any kind.
Don Hammersley says despite what some would think of that, his neighbor is far from crazy.
He's a very intelligent man.
I am told that officers were actually doing a practice SWAT team exercise in the area earlier today, and that's why so many officers, including some from the FBI, were able to get out here so quickly.
Drills in the area. How many times have we heard that? This is just another opportunity for them to practice steamrolling over the rights of Americans.
Again, police have not found this man tonight. At this point, he isn't necessarily facing any charges, but again, they say if they find out he was the owner of those guns, he would face them, but they still don't know where he is.
So the government just manufactured a criminal out of thin air. The bottom line is an injustice was committed by the government against this guy, which is exactly why people hate the government. And an injustice committed against one man anywhere is an injustice committed against all men everywhere. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the Google Thought Police in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video. Before you go, check out our new shirt designs in the shirt store. Here's the Beta Hates America design. Hell no, you're not taking my AR-15. And nobody needs an AR-15. Well, nobody needs a whiny little bitch either. And yet, here you are. And against all enemies, Democrat and Republican. There are over 90 other kick-ass designs in the store and the links in the description. Your purchase supports the message of freedom on this channel. If you get something out of this content, help me beat YouTube's censorship algorithms by liking and sharing this video. And while you're here, why not watch a couple more of my videos? Until next time, stand firm, stay vigilant, and for the sake of all that is right and good, stop giving your rights away to tyrannical psychopaths who want to destroy this country.